Our next guest is officially one of the 100 happiest people in the UK, 50 most influential people in London, and one of my favourite people in the world. He's gearing up to lead some lucky people in the Great Norse Run across the length of Iceland. So please welcome a Superman who's not Clark Kent, but Danny Bent.
All right, Danny! Oh, Danny! Ben. Oh, Danny. How are you, Danny?
I am absolutely... Well, actually,
yes.
I'm sitting there in the green room, and you're accusing me of being the reason that Vassos has left.
Not accusing. I'm ready to thank you. I'm on bended knee. I don't know how to show my gratitude. I will not. If I lived 1,000 lives, it's not long enough to thank you for taking him away from this programme.
Oh, you can give me a ticket to the charity gig as a thank you.
That charity gig?
That charity gig, yeah.
Let's talk about this running thing.
Yeah.
So you're taking Vassos to Iceland.
Yeah.
I suppose it's far enough away, isn't it? It could be further, I suppose.
Tajikistan, couldn't it, Danny?
It absolutely could, yeah.
What's going on with the Great Norse Run?
So it's kind of like a human experiment.
Right.
We take
good, excellent.
A bunch of people who don't have to be like ultra runners, professional runners, to the north of Iceland, and then we let them loose, and they've got to run 9 marathons in 10 days, heading south from the north coast to the south coast of Iceland.
Right, and this is what you do for a living. You organise these extreme but not impossible events.
Absolutely, yeah. It sounds extreme. It sounds like you can't do it, but there's just something about it that makes people think there's just this like tiny chance that maybe little old me can do it.
Right. So what's the duration? What's the time period for this?
10 days.
10 days.
9 marathons. We have 1 day off where there's like hot springs. Nice. Volcanoes.
And where does that fall in the schedule?
That's actually day 8.
All right, so you're well over halfway.
Yeah.
That's strategic, and it's
it's just nice. It's a nice place to stop.
All right, so it's geographically... okay.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. The rest day is just so beautiful.
Now, this isn't the first time you've done it, so you know it works.
Yeah.
Has it always been 9?
Yep, it's always been the same. Yep, absolutely the same every single time.
Same start point, same finish point?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, what have you literally learnt along the way about your own event? Because it is a learning curve, isn't it?
Goodness me, yeah. Yeah, but the things that I've really learned are kind of about what it does to people.
Right.
Like being away from, all deliveries, internet, social media
stuff.
It just allows you to just drop into being who you are. And I think the thing that I've learned most is that by doing these things, because we thought it was like a great way to see Iceland, and we can shout about it and we can say that we've run across Iceland. That's kind of cool thing to say.
Very cool.
But people come away from it feeling like themselves, as though they've dropped into their own bodies, and suddenly they feel like they're enough. And like who's listening now feels like they're enough?
Yeah.
Very few.
Yeah.
And you have this moment, you have these 10 days with these 29 other magnificent human beings who are also struggling, who are also putting themselves through immense pain, really. Vassos, sorry, mate. And they come out of it with this community and like this whole like I could not have done it without these 29 other people. And suddenly I feel seen, I feel heard, and I'm enough.
Good for you, mate. Good for you.
It's really cool.
It's a great idea, and I know you do other things as well. When and where did you hatch this one? Was it over a pint, a cup of tea, on the toilet?
It was just like, because I've done all sorts of crazy adventures, like cycled from London to India, pogoed across Togo just because it rhymed, and ran the Jurassic coastline as a dinosaur.
Just because it rhymes, why not?
Why wouldn't you?
It doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, but I always did them solo, and I was like, I've gained so much from doing all this stuff. What if we give this opportunity to other people, and we can take the brunt of the organisation, which is the bit I really, really hate. Yeah. But and just see what happens. And it's like I say, it was an experiment. First time we did it, and it you can almost see people open their eyes to, because some of the people who come have only run 10k. Some of them have only run half marathon. Yeah. And the first day they run a marathon, second day they run an ultra.
And what about the spread of people's ability and the time and the tail running and the mid-pack running and all that kind of stuff? How does that work?
So, I mean, each day is broken down into 8-mile segments.
Oh, nice.
So we regroup. That's the whole point. We're kind of doing it all together. So you kind of...
You figured it out.
It all kind of spreads out.
Did you do that on the first year?
All of it, yeah.
That's
clever. Because it's all... I don't really care about the running. I don't even care about Iceland. I just care about people. And it makes me feel emotional, just kind of thinking, just just how amazing humans can be if we're given that opportunity. And we're surrounded by so much negativity and so much, the person making the bad decision is always like top of the agenda in terms of the news. And you just come away from these things where there's just beauty. And people might be dealing with different things. They're at a crossroads in their life, and they might be dealing with the death of a loved one, or they are dealing with something that happened in their past, or they have, their kids have grown up, and suddenly they're like, well, who am I? And they're the people that really, really feel attracted to it.
Yeah,
and
who am I now?
Who am I now?
Yeah,
exactly that. It's who am I now, and who could I be at the end of this thing?
It's funny because one of my favourite monks, he talks about true nature. And if you're ever a dilemma, if you're going through any kind of turbulence in your life, he said it's really helpful to go back to your true nature. And your true nature is basically your first thoughts or your first poster on the wall. Yeah. And it always works because, I wanted to be a fireman, couldn't be a fireman. Loved listening to the radio all the time. But the first present I can really remember getting was a binatone radio with an earphone, which like a deaf earpiece, and listened to it under the radio. And it was the first time I had FM, and it wouldn't quite tune in and all this kind of stuff. And I had an Alan Jones poster on the wall of him winning the Australian Grand Prix, Home Grand Prix, in the Tag Heuer Williams. And I still love Formula One. I still don't know why I love Formula One, because I don't get it really, and nothing really happens. And I absolutely I love the radio. And I was thinking about you, Vas, because you don't know where you're heading, but obviously you're heading to Iceland, and that charity thing first on the way, and then a bit of a car fest in between. But your true nature, maybe that would help you. Do you remember your true nature as a kid?
Whenever I think about it, what was I like as a kid? Because I didn't really have posters on the wall or anything like that.
Well, that's interesting straight away, isn't it?
I just remember I've always loved telling stories, and I feel like they just come out of me, and it, to the extent that I sort of live my life in a this is going to be a story, and this is going to be a story, and this is going to be a story, and this is going to be a story, because it really enthuses me.
Well, you do come in with stories, don't you?
Yeah,
that's what you do.
I'm a storyteller.
Yeah, and
so I think that's my true nature.
So your true nature will be telling stories, and I mean, there's usually a couple of aspects to it. So no posters on the wall. Did you like sport as a kid then?
Yeah, I loved sport on the radio.
Sport on the radio, that makes sense, doesn't it?
I do remember 1986 listening to England against Argentina. Everyone remembers the Hand of God goal.
Yeah.
But they remember the TV commentary, but I wasn't allowed to stay up and watch that, so I was watching it on...
Under the bedclothes.
Basically Byron Butler's commentary.
UTBC, under the bedclothes.
And 4 minutes after the Hand of God, Maradona scored another goal where he basically dribbled around the entire England team and put the ball... And I remember... Byron Butler's commentary of that. Maradona turns like a little eel, little squat man, goes past Fenwick, leaves him for dead. Yeah, and he painted this picture, and I thought, I know exactly what just happened,
right? Because
of this picture that he painted with words. So there was a little bit of that, and so that's why I think I enjoyed doing the sports commentary so much.
That's very good. Because there's the BBC and there's the UTBCCC, which is the Under the Bedclothes Broadcasting Corporation, which we're all fans of. What about your true nature, Danny, back from when you were a kid?
I think I was probably just running around in the woods. So I'm there.
Come on, give it a bit more thought than that.
Well, I mean, I could go a little bit darker and just say that I was trying to please everyone.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Yeah. So I was running around, but also with an eye on every single person in the room.
Trying to be funny or trying to be relevant? Or...
No, hold them. Like a collie dog. You know when you take a collie for a walk and it's running back and forth around everyone, making sure everyone's there?
Got it.
I was like that, making sure everyone's okay.
And you're going to have to do that in Iceland, especially if he's coming along.
Exactly. What am I revisiting? That whole thing. Like I have to care for 30 people. I'm running around them the whole time.
It's funny, isn't it? Because we call it revisiting and you bang on revisiting, and it's what comes to us easiest. It is our true nature. So just go back to, if you are at a crossroads in life, or you just feel a bit out of sorts, steal yourself away somewhere, whether it's for a minute or for 234 miles, which I've just figured out I think is 9 marathons, 26 miles, but I've missed out the point 2, so not quite, a bit more than that, and get some perspective and go back and smell your true nature. What were the posts on the wall? Were there any posts on the wall? What's your first single that you bought? Were you picked for the school teams? Were you not picked for the school teams? Or how were you at school? Were you the joker? Did you want to be the joker but you weren't funny? All this kind of different stuff. Danny, 230 odd miles, as I say, of basically running therapy, Iceland, for the Great Norse Run. North to south, are we going?
North to south,
Okay.
yeah.
So has it, I mean, it will change people's lives. Has it changed people's lives, talking of Vassos and stories, to the extent which they've come back and they have just thrown all the balls up in the air and said, right, okay, this is a circuit breaker. I'm on the wrong path. My life is changing, and it's changing today.
Yeah, every single time we do it.
Wow.
You can just see it because we've got the WhatsApp groups that kind of go on and you hear about everything. Because you push your physical boundaries on the trip and you blow it to pieces.
So you get out of your head into your body.
Yeah, get into your body, but you blow in this like, oh, I can't do this, but I do it anyway. And then you smash it. And then you come back home and any other boundary, whether it's at work or whether it's in your relationships or whether it's with your children or whether it's with your mates, they all take a little kind of vulnerable kind of shimmer to them. And then you kind of approach one of those, smash through that. And I think what I find is that everyone comes back without any boundaries in their lives.
Yeah.
And if they see a boundary, they're like, let's see if that's real and give it a good kick.
Yeah.
And like their whole lives transform. It's absolutely beautiful to watch.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you walk, if you shuffle, if you walk, run, whatever, it gets you out of your head and into your body. There are other ways of getting out of your head, like going out for lunch with Alan Brazil, but that's different. That is different. Although you paid your money and you deserve every single hour of that. It's great. What else you got going on?
Oh, well, I'm giving talks.
The trips?
The other trips, yeah. We're going to, we go across Tajikistan from Afghanistan border, which is a big river.
Is that a running thing?
A running thing again? Yeah, run to China. But then I'm like,
That's cool.
Yes, isn't it cool?
Running from a stan, which means land, I think, stan. Running from a land to China.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it's mega.
Let's do that. Let's do that tomorrow.
You're very welcome.
What else? Any cycling?
I'm doing a bit of cycling.
I'm new to
but
cycling.
You know what I'm doing, Chris?
Yeah.
Because last time we came in, I was talking about marathons and all that sort of stuff. But I've just got into pottery and I've got into drawing.
Throw down.
I hadn't even seen the thrown down.
Yeah.
I just started doing it. And I was just like, this is so... Like, things are coming... You know, you're turning mud into beautiful things. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Yeah. And so... Pottery is my new running. I'm doing more pottery than I am running, which is kind of...
So you're literally pottering.
Yeah, pottering around.
Pottering around. Yeah. That's where potholes comes from. You know that?
No.
So when the roads, when it rained a lot and the clay came up, that if you wanted to make something at home because you couldn't afford to buy it or they didn't even sell stuff like that, you only had the stuff that you made. They used to get the clay from the roads, go and make some pots at home, but that would leave a hole in the road, hence the pothole. You're welcome.
Nice, good fact. That's been
great fact.
Good
That's
fact
a
on the show.
Golf applause level. Yeah, that was just putting out. That wasn't a long putt, was it? There was nothing going on there, nothing special, just putting out. And you are talking where?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just go around all businesses talking about happiness and about all this sort of stuff.
Give us because we only got a minute left. Give us 3 big happiness hacks right now for anybody listening on Thursday morning, July 17. Come on, let's
Put
go.
your phone down. Number 1.
Put the phone down. Yes.
Sink into yourself. Be you.
Number
This is what I was told as a kid by my dad. Be you, no matter what else is happening. That's all you can be.
Okay.
And then third one, push your barriers.
Push the barriers. I like them all. Number 2 is really important, isn't it? There's only one you, so why try and be somebody else?
Exactly.
Because nobody's going to be as good at being you as you, but only if you bother to do that. Can we hear it for Danny Bent, and especially for taking Vassos away to Iceland? I mean, it's not far enough, but it's all that's on the table at the moment. But you will return him safely in time for Carfest.
Promise.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Danny.